Have you ever looked at someone who appears thin on the outside but still has a protruding belly? Or maybe you've experienced it yourself. You eat relatively clean. You try to stay active. Your blood tests aren't terrible, yet that stubborn abdominal fat refuses to disappear. What if the real problem isn't the fat you can see? What if it's the fat hidden deep inside your abdomen surrounding your liver, pancreas, intestines, and other vital organs? This is called visceral fat. And according to research published through the National Institutes of Health and PubMed, visceral fat isn't simply stored energy. It behaves more like a parasitic organ. Unlike the fat beneath your skin, visceral fat actively produces inflammatory chemicals, hormonal signals, and metabolic messengers that influence nearly every system in your body. In a disturbing twist, the more visceral fat you accumulate, the more it alters your metabolism to create even more visceral fat. Today, we're going to dismantle the biological mechanism responsible for that vicious cycle, and it begins with stress. Most people think cortisol is the enemy, but cortisol is actually essential for survival. It helps you wake up in the morning. It regulates blood sugar. It mobilizes energy during emergencies. The problem isn't cortisol itself. The problem is chronic cortisol exposure. When stress becomes your normal state, your body activates what scientists call a stress feedback loop. At the center of this loop is an enzyme known as 11-beta-HSD1. This enzyme acts like a cortisol amplifier. It converts inactive cortisone into active cortisol directly inside fat tissue, especially visceral fat. The results? More cortisol inside abdominal fat cells, more fat storage, more inflammation, and eventually more activation of 11-beta-HSD1. It's a self-reinforcing cycle. Research published in PubMed and NCBI has shown elevated activity of this enzyme is strongly associated with abdominal obesity, insulin resistance, and metabolic disease. In other words, your belly fat isn't just responding to cortisol, it's helping create more of it locally. That's why simply cutting calories often fails. You're fighting biology with willpower. This also explains a phenomenon known as skinny fat. A person may have a normal body weight, but carry excessive visceral fat internally. These individuals often look healthy on the outside, but metabolically, the story is very different. Their muscle mass may be low, their insulin sensitivity may be impaired, and their organs may already be experiencing the consequences of visceral fat accumulation. One major consequence is a condition now known as metabolic dysfunction-associated steatotic liver disease, or MASLD. Previously called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, affects hundreds of millions of people worldwide. Excess visceral fat continuously releases free fatty acids into the portal circulation, delivering them directly to the liver. Over time, fat accumulates inside liver cells, inflammation increases, metabolic function declines, but MASLD rarely travels alone. Research links visceral fat to two other major disorders, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. This is why visceral fat is considered one of the strongest predictors of future health complications. Not because of how it looks, but because of what it does. Many people unknowingly sabotage fat loss every single night. Imagine this. It's 3 a.m. You suddenly wake up. Maybe your mind is racing. Maybe you feel anxious. Maybe you need a snack. Most people assume it's stress. But in many cases, the trigger is nocturnal hypoglycemia, a drop in blood sugar during sleep. When blood sugar falls too low, the brain activates an emergency response. Stress hormones surge. Cortisol rises. Adrenaline rises. Your body enters a mini fight or flight state, night after night, week after week. This repeated cortisol release can reinforce visceral fat storage and worsen insulin resistance. It's another hidden component of the stress-fat feedback loop. So how do we break this cycle? Let's start with one of the most fascinating discoveries in metabolic science: the soleus push-up. Researchers studying human metabolism discovered something remarkable about the soleus muscle. This small muscle, located in the calf, can act as a powerful glucose sink. Unlike many other muscles, the soleus is highly resistant to fatigue and can remain active for extended periods. The movement is simple. While sitting, keep the ball of your foot on the floor. Raise your heel, then lower it slowly. Repeat continuously. Research suggests sustained activation of the soleus significantly improves glucose utilization and reduces blood sugar excursions after meals. Think of it as opening a metabolic drain that pulls excess glucose out of circulation. Lower glucose spikes mean lower insulin. Lower insulin helps reduce visceral fat accumulation over time. Next comes something surprisingly simple: glycine, an amino acid found naturally in collagen-rich foods and available as a supplement. Some researchers refer to glycine as a metabolic anchor. Why? Because glycine appears to support sleep quality, stabilize nighttime metabolism, and improve insulin sensitivity. Taking glycine before bed may help reduce nocturnal awakenings and support deeper sleep architecture. And better sleep means less cortisol activation overnight. Less cortisol means less stimulation of the 11-beta-HSD1 pathway. The goal isn't to force fat loss. The goal is to remove the signals telling your body to store fat. The third intervention takes less than 1 minute. It's called the physiological sigh. Neuroscientists have shown that this breathing pattern rapidly shifts the nervous system away from sympathetic dominance, the fight or flight state. The technique is simple. Take a deep inhale through the nose, then a second shorter inhale. Follow with a long, slow exhale through the mouth. Repeat 1 to 3 times. This breathing pattern helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. And that's exactly where fat loss becomes easier, because a body that constantly feels threatened will always prioritize survival over metabolic efficiency. There's one final piece many people overlook: exercise, specifically chronic cardio. While moderate aerobic activity has clear benefits, excessive chronic cardio can become counterproductive. When performed in large volumes without adequate recovery, it may increase cortisol levels and contribute to muscle loss. And muscle is your metabolic engine. Less muscle means lower glucose disposal. Lower glucose disposal means greater insulin burden. And greater insulin burden often means more visceral fat. Instead of endless hours of cardio, prioritize resistance training, walking, and metabolic movement throughout the day. Protect muscles, protect metabolism, protect long-term fat loss. Finally, let's talk about nutrition. 2 plant foods have attracted attention in recent scientific literature. The first is mankai, Wolffia globosa, a nutrient-dense aquatic plant, also known as Asian watermeal, duckweed, or lemna studies, have shown that mankai provides highly bioavailable protein, polyphenols, iron, folate, and compounds that may support glycemic control and liver health. Research associated with the Mediterranean green diet suggests mankai consumption may contribute to reductions in visceral fat and improvements in metabolic markers. Another promising plant is spirulina. Like mankai, spirulina is rich in protein, antioxidants, and bioactive compounds linked to improved insulin sensitivity and reduced inflammation. Neither is a miracle cure. but both may support the metabolic environment required for reducing visceral fat. The real secret to eliminating visceral fat isn't finding a magical supplement. It's dismantling the biological machinery that keeps creating it. Reduce chronic cortisol, calm the nervous system, improve sleep stability, use the soleus muscle as a glucose sink, preserve muscle mass, support liver health, and most importantly, interrupt the stress feedback loop driven by cortisol and the 11-beta HSD1 enzyme. Because once that cycle begins to break, your body finally receives a new message. It's safe. And when the body feels safe, it stops hoarding energy and starts releasing it. That's when visceral fat loss truly begins.